Says I'm live. I don't see it. There we go. Right? Okay. It says offline, but it clearly isn't. Audio glitch right there. Very start. Very cool. Been doing kind of bad. Kind of been all over the place. D-rank twice. But, you know. Get back on the horse. One, two, three, pair. Jeez. That's fantastic. What a start. No. Also no. I wonder if somebody else has a pair of them. I wonder if pawning the 6 mon or the 7 so would be correct. Oh, jeez. No. Fives. 1. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Probably going to be a 7. I don't imagine anybody dropping a live dragon in this situation. Somebody's probably just waiting on one of them. Hmm. Oh, come on. All right. That's fine. Eight-pin the Dora. One and a pair. What is this? Everything's so far apart, man. Oh, jeez. Ugh. No, that's silly. Oh, no. Now I'm filled with regret. 3-pin, 3-so. Still out there. Okay. Waiting on a tile that I discarded. Very cool. Hmm. New little animations are good. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, and a pair. And 4. One of those two, I guess. Should've gotten rid of the 6. What's wrong with me? Is that it? Okay.
リーチひふにゃにゃあと10枚だけにゃ。
Uh,
なてんにゃ。
okay. Okay. One pair, two pair. So I need some third, or not third, some fourth shape. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, jeez. Man, come on. You have to make some scary discards to make this happen. Yes. Hopefully 4-pin will pass. Seven Mon passes. Whew. One. Am I stupid? Where's the second? Oh, two.
にゃーにゃーあと10枚だけにゃ
No, I can't do it. I don't know that either of these will go. Oh, no, I have to. That's awful.
ラン
Okay. Tanyao. Oh, goody. Very cool. Hey, Dutchie. When are we gonna play? We need to get like a group mahjong night going. You downloaded the game? There you go. Oh no, it didn't link the whole thing. There, that's the link.
パン
I mean, how much is a ton? It is just sitting, you know? Oh god, 6 hours. Yeah, you weren't kidding, that's a lot. Like, what is this hand, though? I'm, like, not paying anywhere near enough attention. Repair. 2. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to the 3 for now. I can't think that through enough. Yeah, because it could be 1, 2, 3 if I discard the 7. No, I don't want that.
Loam.
Come on, man. I don't know that I'm gonna survive this one. I have no idea who Mouser is. Do they make, like, parts for The Sim? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's weird. Why are they coming from Texas? Strange. Two of the 9 so are gone already. Well, it wasn't me. So that's good. Hey, I'm not 4th anymore. Sorta. One, two, three. So if you're still there, what are you trying to put together? Is it for like the airplane thing you were doing? Or are you doing something else now? Oh, you're gonna start selling them? Okay. Are you still working with that one guy? Or I think... Maybe there was a guy who's like not part of it anymore. I don't remember what you'd said. It's been a while. Oh, okay. Like, could I put it on an actual plane and fly it around? I mean, you say 1-to-1. Ooh, feels good to win. Nice little 1,000 points. That's wild. Oh, what is his hand? Jeez. 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Got a chance of the orphans. Like a 1% chance. But it's a chance. Uh, 13 orphans. So usually you have to get 4 sets and then a pair. But you can get all the honor and wind tiles. And then the terminals, the 1s and 9s. And then one of them needs to be a pair, because you have 14 tiles. And it's a Yakuman. So you get 32,000 points, I think. Pretty sure.
Gee.
And that's not great. Because I'm looking for one of those. There's 2 9-so gone. 1 1-pin gone. Hmm. Two, 3 9-so gone. It's not great. There's only 1 left.
Jin.
Hmm. I mean,
Long.
ow. Okay. Well, it was never gonna happen anyways then. One, 2, 3, 4.
Pom.
One, 2, 4. Not the best shapes, but you know, they're connected at least, mostly. There's a pair, that's good. Two. So 5 so would be the best. Get Pinfu that way. That's pretty good for me. Oh. Yeah, we'll wait on the, Dora. I just dealt in, didn't I? Nope, didn't. We're good. It's Ricci, Dora 3. Maybe 4. So pretty valuable. Hey, is it like cutting? Oh, come on. Is it cutting out or anything? Because it's saying average stream bitrate too high on my end. Alright, cool. 2, 3, pair, 4. 3, 4. There's a chance of mixed triple sequence. Which is pretty good. Hey, after this one, we can make a little game with AI bots, and I can teach you how to play. It's really not hard. This is South 2, but I'm like on the verge of death, so probably not too much longer. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just go for it. Not gonna get mixed triple sequence, but, you know, I think the chance of actually upgrading there was pretty low. Like, I can't move this because I'd have to discard the 9 to do it. But like the 6 would just, I'd win anyway off it. Yeah, that's definitely it. Oh, it's not it. Very close though. Okay. Can get the mixed triple sequence. I can get some points. I've got my pair. I've got a better pair now. One of the ones gone. The red one is... Ooh. The red one is worth an extra Han. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we'll give up on that. It's too unlikely. So, like, the scoring is weird, and I couldn't explain it, like, properly to you, I don't think. Oh, the pause. Jeez. That out of my hand. So it's just like, it's another way to sneak a little bit of extra value into your hand and win a little bit more points at the end of the round if you do win. So I'm waiting on the 1 and 4, but the 4 is also worth extra points because the 3 up here is the indicator for it. So I got South Wind for the round win. It's 1 Han. Red 5 is another Han. And then maybe the... Oops. Maybe the 4. Possibly. I mean, you play it a bit, you'll figure it out. It's really not that hard to get started. But like, there's only 2 1-mon left, which is probably somebody's pair. And then the 4 is worth extra points, so the other people don't want to discard it because they want those points. So I don't know I don't know that this is gonna happen, you know? Maybe I'll get lucky and draw it. Is that it? No? Okay. Hey, there we go. Only 2 Han, but I hit the guy closest to me. Now I just need 15k points, which would be a pretty serious hand. And this ain't looking like it. $15,000. I think I said 1,500. I meant 15,000. And that's a wild start. Ugh. jeez. I need to get like insanely lucky and draw the other dragons or something.
ち
It's a good start. Oh, come on. Well, it passed. One, two. I don't want to give this up. Only 2 7-pin left. Only 1 7-pin left, actually. One, two, three, four. And I could wait on like... Just wait for the green dragon. Ugh. Is that it? No.
He, who, meow, meow? あと10枚だけにゃ。いけにゃい、ドラ猫
I think that's it. 4, 3, 2. I got one more draw. Maybe get the perfect draw. I wouldn't be able to reachy. No, that's it. That's done. Oh well. Come on, man. Something.
のてんにゃ。
Very cool.
すみません。ウイルスとファイアウォールみたいなもんで、ハッキングするかデリートされるかしかないから、やむを得ず。
Yeah, it's alright. You want to play one? We can play one with bots. Okay. Alright, I sent it. Sweet. So we can do friendly match, create, verse AI. Oh no, I want to do 300 plus 0, that's fine. That should be it, right? invite. And we can do 2 AI easy. 4 players south, 300 seconds. Yeah, easy enough. I mean, the game has like a tutorial in it. It's pretty good. Like, it'll cover all the stuff you need to know. At least to get started. But what you really want to do is get 4 sequences or 4 triplets. So a sequence being like 7, 8, 9. And then you want to have like a single pair with it. So like what I try to do is I try to see in my hand what I have. So I got the 7, 8 here. That's one set. 3, 4, 5 is a full one, already done. 2, 3, 3 is another one. So that's 3 blocks. And then everything else is just kind of whatever. And now here I got my pair here at least with the norths. But they're my seat wind, so like I can't use them for Pinfu, but Pinfu we can go over later. I would probably just focus on getting a set and then being ready to Reachy. So that'd be like when you're 1 tile away from winning and you haven't made any calls, you can do Reachy. It'll cost you 1,000 points. And then you'll be locked in for like what your weight is, what you're waiting on to win. Or you can make calls. So I hope you got a Yaku figured out. Or you might not be able to win with your hand now. It's like if you have your east here, that's actually worth 2 Han if you get a triplet of it. And it would work as a Yaku, so you'd be able to win with it. Like that's how the norths work for me since it's my seat wind. Pawn is if you want to take that as the triplet. So you have a pair of 1s. If you want it to be a triplet, you can take my 1. Do you want to just... we can get in a call. Hey, you there? Alright. Let me get the audio onto the stream so it doesn't sound like I'm just talking to myself like a crazy person. Application audio, Discord audio. I wanted to capture Discord, obviously. You there? Testing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, turn you down a tiny bit. It should be good. That was not what I should have done. Oh well. Yeah, but you played the American one, so it can't be too different.
Oh, that's like 7 years ago.
Okay, well. I didn't know it had been that long.
So what's Chi?
That's if you want to take my 7. It'll be part of like a sequence. So
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, or 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8. And if you have like multiple tiles you can choose from, like if you had a regular 5 and the red 5, you can choose between the 2.
Right. So I've just been adding these pairs down in the bottom. Right, like I've played those pairs.
Okay.
What happens with that?
I'm sorry, what is your question?
So I put these pairs in the bottom right for me, and right for you as well, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the sequences you had.
Yeah. What does that do?
Well, you completed your sequence. So you're trying to get the triplets or the sequences,
Yeah.
but if you call, you need to have a Yaku figured out. So if you hit the little gearbox
Yeah.
and you hit others, you can hit view Yaku and you can see what all of them are. So like that's why I'm saying the easiest thing you can do is Reachy and just not make calls, at least starting out, and get like a hand of it.
Win a hand. You made it when you achieve a Tenpai.
Yeah, so Tenpai is going to be when you're one tile away from winning. Like you can draw or you can get your winning tile off somebody else.
But do you need to get all of those tiles?
Well, not these specifically, but you have to get like 4 sets and then a pair. Or like 3 sets and then be 1 tile away from winning.
So how did the other dude win? Because they didn't have four sets.
You broke up a little there.
How did the other dude just win? Because they didn't have 4 sets, did they?
I did. Yeah, I won because I had the norths that I called.
What?
So I had
You
the
only have one pair. You only have 1 set, I mean.
called, yeah, but in my hand was full.
Okay.
So you don't have to call to like win it.
What's the benefit of calling then?
Faster, the speed of it. So you're kind of balancing speed versus value. So if you make calls, and you have to worry about if you have a Yaku, because if without that you can't win. But the speed can be nice because you want to win quickly in some situations.
Okay. So what's the tile with like an R on it?
That should be the red dragon. If you have like the little hints enabled, it has like the kind of a plus sign looking thing on it. It's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a red dragon. So if you have a triplet of those, either the red, the white, or the green, that counts as a Yaku.
Right, okay.
And so that would be 1 Han on its own, plus whatever your hand is. And then the rest of your hand wouldn't matter. Open or closed.
And when it comes to like the north, east, south things, they need to be all the same, right? You can't have like 1, 2, 3 with those.
No, those need to be triplets. Same with the dragons.
Okay.
So if you see in the center where it says East 2, we're on the East round. So East is going to be the Yaku for everyone. And then if it's your Seat Wind, it would also be your Yaku. So yours is North this turn. And then the guy up to the right of you is East. So if he had the triplet of the East, he would get 2 Han from it, which is bonus points.
Okay.
So if you're making calls, I hope you have the dragons you were asking me about. But what you
Why?
could... Why? Well, you need a Yaku. You need some win condition.
To make a call.
Well, you can make the call, but without the win condition, you can't win. You know?
Right. So that Yaku.
Like, do you have the dragons? Just...
No.
No?
I have other stuff.
Okay. You could go for all simples, which would be anything from 2 through 8, as long as it didn't have honor tiles, dragons, or 1s or 9s. That would work, because that would be all simples.
There's only 4 sets.
Yeah, 4 sets, either a sequence like you have that you called, or triplets,
Okay.
and then 1 pair.
Right.
You think you got it?
No.
No.
Oh my god, I'm close. Oh no.
I mean, it looks like he got it. That guy is Enrichi, which is dangerous. So he hit Tenpai, he did the Ricci thing, and now he's waiting for something. But the catch is, he can't win off of any of the tiles that he discarded. It's called Furiton. Unless he draws it himself. So if you're looking to play it safe, you can look at your hand and pick something that he has discarded, and that would be fine to discard.
Right.
Same thing with, like, once he does it, if it passes, like that 9-pin that the other guy dropped, 9-pin is fine to drop, at least against that person.
Right. Okay.
And he just won. That's fine.
Right.
11,700 points, you know. Easy AI. And since it was his turn as dealer, he gets to go again as dealer.
Right. Let me actually share my screen with you.
Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. I'm gonna have to look away from chat for a minute.
Right. So, when it comes to, like, sequences, you got 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5. I got a pair of 9s.
Okay.
You can get this 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah, that could be.
And so I got a red dragon, I got south, I got west, and then white.
Yeah, white is white dragon as well.
Oh, it's white dragon.
Yeah, white, red, and green are the dragons.
Yeah, so because he played a white, he played a red, I could, discard those easily.
Yeah.
I'm only looking at this guy, right?
So those would be safe to discard. There's also only 4 tiles of each one total in the little... I want to say deck. That's probably not the right word for it.
Okay.
So, like, if you need a triplet of it, and you see that there's 2 on the board already discarded, and you only have 1 in your hand, you can't make a triplet of it. They're already gone.
Right, so if there's 2, yeah, it's already, yeah.
So you would need to draw another one, and then the third one would have to get dropped for you. Or you draw the third one. But it's unlikely.
But this one already put down 1.
So, like, looking at your hand, I would look at it as, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 1 block. The 6, 8 is 1 block. And then the 9, 9 is your pair. And you might want to start dropping honors and terminals. Or honor tiles and wins.
What's that?
Because you need to get, like, a triplet. And you're unlikely to draw the wins compared to drawing, like, a 5 and then drawing, like, a 4 or a 6 next to it.
Right, so, like, dropping these, basically.
Yeah. Because, like, you could draw those, but it's less likely.
Right. Well, he dropped the north, so I can safely drop the north as well.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's not in Tenpai. Or, I mean, he might be, but he's not Ricci'd.
Right.
What am I doing?
Right, so now I've got that 1, which I go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, maybe get a 6.
Yeah. So you got the 1, 2, 3. You got the 4, 5 as your other, like, partial block.
Yeah.
The 8's not really doing much for you.
No.
The white and green, there's already 1 discarded of each.
Yeah. He's got 2 already.
So those are safe to discard later if you wanted to hold on to them. You could probably get rid of 1. I can't see what you got there. Sorry, my OBS is... Ooh.
8, 9.
Yeah, 8, 9. So waiting on a 7.
Yeah.
which kind of is a bummer because there's no 10 on the other side of it. It's a one-sided weight, but it is a partial block at least.
Yeah.
And if you see where the 4 is shiny, that's another one of the tiles that's worth extra. You can see in the top left,
Yeah.
the indicator is the 3. The indicator is going to be for the next tile. So the 3 indicates for the 4, and if it was a 9, it would be an indicator for the 1.
Right.
And that 3 is part of like the set. So if you're looking for a 3, there's 1 in the indicator, it's gone. You can't draw that one.
Okay.
So like that 9 is not really doing anything for you. I would probably just toss it.
Yeah. Well, that's a 4. That's not gonna do much for me.
Oh, are you looking to grab my 4? I wouldn't, because you have terminals in your hand, the 1s and 9s. So you wouldn't have a Yaku if you took it.
What's the terminal?
The 1s and 9s are the terminals.
Right.
So if you're going for all simples, which would probably be the easiest Yaku to go for, you wouldn't be able to have like those tiles that you'd have to discard them and like make your sets without them.
Right, because you don't want the terminal tiles, right?
If you were going for the all simples. If you wanted to start calling stuff. But yeah, the 4 is not going to do any good for you, really.
Yeah, this one you mean. Or you mean not yours?
The one that you could call right now, I would probably skip it.
Another one of those.
That's pretty good. So you got 2 pairs. And if you go into Ricci, you can
リーチにゃ
wait on the pair of the 4s and the 9s.
What do you mean?
So if you go into Ricci, if you're 1 tile away,
Yeah.
you would be waiting on another tile to draw. You'd be waiting on your winning tile. So if you had the pair of 9s and the pair of 4s to complete your like last triplet,
Right.
you could win off of either one of them.
Okay.
And like people are likely to drop the terminals, and if somebody does drop the Dora, you get an extra point. So it's not too bad. It's not as
So would I drop my terminals, or would I drop other stuff?
from this, I would go ahead and skip because you don't want that 2. You don't want to make a call. From here, I would
5, 6.
probably drop the 8 pin, because in the 5, 6, you can accept either the 4 pin or the 7 pin.
Or 7, yeah.
So the 7 so is not doing anything for you. I would just get rid of it.
Again, 4 not very useful for me.
Yeah. Not in this case, at least. The Red Dragon, just get rid of it.
Yeah, you already played 1. So. You did a lot of 4s.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
No Red Dragon. I would have had 3 if I kept all of them, but yeah.
Well, you couldn't have known.
No.
I mean, nobody would have held to the 1 for that long.
That would have been a huge gamble, yeah. I'm not getting the stuff I need.
Yeah, welcome to Mahjong.
But there's 7, I need that.
You do, but if you call it, you wouldn't have a Yaku.
Right.
So it wouldn't work for you in this case. You would have to skip it. Or you would have to start dropping, like, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. 9.
Same thing with that. If you call it, you're not going to be able to win.
Yeah.
ひ
The 3 there,
みゃ
you could
あと10枚だけにゃ
look at the 4-3 shape. Which sucks, because you would have to discard the Dora. You probably wouldn't want to. But it would be worth considering, at least. But I would probably just get rid of the 3. You really don't want to get rid of the pair of Dora.
What's Dora?
That's the shiny tile, so it's worth an extra Han.
Okay, well, I got another 3. Don't really need that.
The 3 works for you. So you have the 1, 2, 3, and then that 3 you just drew.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5, yeah. So what I would get rid of is the pair of 9 pin.
These?
Yes, because you have the pair of 4s, you have the
right.
5, you have the 5, 6.
It needs to work more, so...
Yeah, and then you have the 8, 9. I mean, it was the last go around, so there wasn't enough time.
ドラ猫ドラ猫ドラ猫
So how did this guy win? He's got 2, 3, 4. Oh, couldn't see.
So I have the pair of 2s, the 3, 4, 5. It's gone already. I can't see it on my screen. If I get into Ricci again, I'll tell you exactly like what it is. I'll break it down into the parts.
So this is absolute garbage hand.
No, you got the East, so you can make a call with that. It is kind of bad. I would probably start dropping the honor tiles. Probably with the West. No, not the West. Probably one of the dragons first. The white, since I dropped one. Give you the best chance of, because the West is your wind, and it's the East round. So all of those can work as a Yaku that are in your hand right now if you get the triplet of it.
Right. Oh, I got a pair of 8.
You got a pair at least. I would probably still consider dropping the dragons.
Yeah.
I would pawn that East because that's a Yaku. So you have your triplet over there to the right, and it's worth 1 Han, even if nothing else in your hand adds up to anything else.
Because it's an East round.
Right, and you can make any calls you want at this point because you have your Yaku. You just want to complete your hand. So like it might not be worth a lot of points, but it'll be fast.
Right. 6, 7, 8.
That's pretty good. So you could look at it as a pair of 8s, and then a 6, 7.
Yeah. So you want like a 5 or another 8.
Yeah.
Which you have.
Yes. I'm probably not getting rid of that 5. I wouldn't, even without looking at your hand, I'm probably going to keep that.
Yeah, you get your 5 and 2 6s, so yeah.
I might be getting rid of one of the 6s, but you don't really need that. At least not yet. Looking at that, I would...
Gotta get rid of the 9.
Well, the 8, 9 is a complete set. You could probably get rid of the 2. Just tell I'm going to take it. But you shouldn't know that in a regular game.
Right. No, but like, if I go 4, 5, I can do 3.
Yeah, you could discard the 5.
Or a 6.
Yeah.
But with 8, 9, I need a 7.
Yeah.
Only 1 can complete it, so that's why I would get rid of my 9.
Well, I would look at it as like the 2, 4 is a possible shape. And you could consider that so you can hold on to the Dora. You'd be waiting on a 3 only. And then you'd have the 8, 9, you'd be waiting for a 7.
Yeah, but so
Like from here, you could honestly, what you could do is you could get rid of one of the 8s, the 8 so. Because you have your 6, 7, 8, you have your 2 6s as your pair.
well, I guess, yeah.
And then if you draw a 3, or if I drop a 3, you have your 2, 3, 4, and you can drop the 5.
Yeah. Well, that's not useful for me, is it?
No. Because you already have your 6, 7, 8.
There's the 7.
So you got the 7, 8, 9. So now you can drop either the 2 and wait for the 3, 6, or the 5 and wait for just the 3. This is going to put you into like 1 tile away. It should give you a pop-up. Yeah, it'll tell you how many's left. So you have a 7 tile wait or a 3 tile wait. So you gotta weigh risk and reward.
Yeah, so with a 7 you have more or less risk, right?
Right. Well, you have the risk of dealing in with a 2 and giving them an extra Han.
Yeah.
But the issue is like you would have half the tiles that you were waiting on. So it would be less likely for you to win, but you would get more points.
With when I drop the 5.
If you drop the 5, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm more likely to win if I drop the 2.
Right, because the 3 or the 6 could be the winning tile for you. Otherwise, it would be just the 3.
Yeah, you'll want that, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do... I'm gonna do this, actually. I'm gonna get crazy with it. But like up past this point, unless you were worried about dealing into somebody, you can just drop whatever tile you pick up if it's not the winning one.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll be in a situation where like something that you draw could be like an upgrade if you discarded something else. But from where your hand is now, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Is it 3?
Here, let's actually put you up here. That way you can see my whole hand.
I don't care about a 6 here, do I?
What do you mean? Oh, no, you want to not do that. Because you'd make your triplet, but then you'd be either waiting on a 4 or a 5 alone.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. So it's sumo?
That's it. Yeah, sumo is you drew your winning tile.
Oh, right.
So just hit, don't discard it. Just hit sumo, you won.
Okay. But I
So
only
you-
have prevalent wins, only 1 Han.
Yeah. But winning is better than losing.
Oh yeah, sure.
So, you know, better than nothing. Hmm. But like, it's really not that hard. At least to play at like a basic beginner level, you know?
Yeah.
And that's pretty good what you got there now. The 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, and 4,
So-
5, 6.
It's like 2 different triplets, or 2 different sequences touching.
Yeah.
So to complete both of them, you get either a 2, a 5, or an 8.
Yeah.
So if that's going to be your one that you're waiting on, it's pretty good because you could be at like a 4, 8, 11 tile wait possibly.
Right.
That's like the auto thing on the left that you just clicked.
Yeah. That's a good one for me. Fuck is that?
They con. So they had a triplet and they drew the 4th one. And so that when they do it like that, when they draw it, it's still considered a closed hand. They can still reach you with that.
Okay.
If you have a triplet in your hand and like I drop it, you can con it still, but it would be an open con, and it would be like the same issue if you made any other call. You would need a Yaku,
Right. Okay.
and so the quad counts as a triplet as far as like winning.
Okay.
So you'd still have like the same amount of hands, tiles in your hand. Otherwise, there's just like the extra one for that.
Right.
And if you see on the top left, it opens up another Dora indicator. So
Oh,
the
okay.
4-pin and the 8-mon are both Dora now. So like you have to worry about like, if I con this tile, am I going to give somebody else a whole bunch of points?
Yeah.
So the 3's pretty good for you there. You have like the 3, 4, 5 already. So you can get the 1, 2, 3, have the 4, 5, 6 if you discarded one of the 5s. You don't have a pair.
Well, the 5s.
Yeah, I don't know, it's tough because you could either go for the straight, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many 7s are... Yeah, there's no 7s out yet except for the indicator.
Yeah.
And then if you did that, you could drop like the 3 or the 7 of the green ones in your hand. Oh, I was gonna say I would probably start with dropping the 5, but that's fine. Pair 3, 4.
What's that? Is that a 3? Yeah.
Yeah. You could pawn it. If you did, you would need to discard the 1 and the 9-mon. But then you could go for like an all simples type of thing. I don't know that that would be the best choice because then you wouldn't have a pair.
Then I still need a 7 and I don't have a pair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And just, I can tell you, I'm not going to drop a 7 for you. If you're going to go... That's one other thing I didn't tell you. If you're going to chi something to make a sequence, it has to be from the person on your left.
Yeah.
If you're going to pawn or con something, that's pretty good. I would probably get rid of the 5. The 5-mon. Or the 3-mon. You're probably going to want to get rid of both of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 5. I still need a 2. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. That's 3. I need one more, right?
Yeah. The 3-pin is not going to do you any good.
No.
You're probably going to want... The 5's pretty good. Did you have an 8? No, you didn't have an 8. So the 5 can work as your pair if you discard the 4. Or 3, 3, 4, 5. So what you could do, you have the 3, 3 as your pair, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as one of your sets, 4, 5 in your hand, and then 5, 6, 7 as 2 of your other sets. Does it?
Wait,
Yeah, does it give you the option? Yeah, oh, you have the Riichi option. I can't see it because I had it covered up. it'll tell you exactly what tiles you can discard. You'll be Ferritin for the 3/6.
Oh,
What you could do is just not do Ricci, since there's only 8 tiles left. And if you just discard the 1, you'll be in Tenpai.
right. But it's not like cold.
So you can do it again. It saves you 1,000 points because you're unlikely to get it in the next single draw that you're gonna have.
Right.
Especially since you have, I know you don't know it, but you have Pinfu with it. So you can still win without doing Ricci. You won't get the 1 Han from it being Ricci.
It's another 5. That's not gonna work for me though.
No, you don't want to do that. It'll put you out of Tenpai.
Yeah. There's an 8.
Was that it?
6, 7, 8.
Oh, you could do the 4 or the 8, I think. I would just do the 8 because if you do the 4, you won't have a Yaku. So you could still,
Get rid of this.
yeah. Oh, well, I guess you can't win off it because you have Ferritin still.
Yeah.
But either one works. You still want to be in Tenpai because you'll get points at the end of the round from that. So you'll see.
Draw, yeah.
So the guy straight ahead of you pays 3k, 1 to each of us.
Right, okay.
That's a pretty good start. You got the 1, 2, 3.
Yo.
The 4, 4 is your pair. The 5, 7 works as a shape.
Well, I will 799 as a pair, so.
Yeah, you could end up waiting on 2 different pairs in your hand, though, you know?
There you go, 6. Or 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9 is pretty good. Since you... I was gonna say, since you have the pair of 4s in your hand, you could have discarded one of the 9 pin. But that works too.
Yeah.
The East isn't doing anything for you.
Yeah. Neither is the dragon.
Right. The dragons... Well, okay, it's gone.
Yeah, what?
I was gonna say, you aren't gonna use the 6-0 either, most likely. So
Right.
you could have held the dragon as like a safe discard.
Yeah, but there's already 2 dragons that's played, so.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not... You have like the 1, 2, 3, right? Is one of your
Yeah.
sets. The 4 pair. The 5, 7 is one of your sets.
Alright.
And then the 7, 8, 9. So you can discard the 6 and hold the red dragon, since it's safe to drop later, when other people have reached Tenpai.
Kinda need that.
Yeah, but if you call it, you're not going to be able to use it. You won't have a Ryaku.
And then still have a 4 pair and have 7, 8, 9 as well.
Well, you could look at it as you have the 1, 2, 3, you have the 4 triplet, and then the 5, 7. So that's 3 sets. And then you have a 7, 8 as your other set, and then a pair of 9s.
Right.
I think your next discard would probably be...
That.
I guess the 8, so...
リーチにゃ
Oh, Jesus.
Because, like, if you have the, a triplet in your hand, you can always discard 1 to go down to a pair if you need to.
Right.
But now you have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, a pair of 4s, so the 7 mon isn't really doing anything for you. You can get rid of that safely.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's waiting for his winning tile because he called Ricci.
Yes. So at some point, somebody's probably going to drop one that he needs.
Yeah. Or he's gonna pull it.
Yeah.
Niter. So I got 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5,
And then a pair of 4s.
and then 7, 8, 9. So I'd still need one more.
Right. The problem is that red 5 in your hand is hard to drop. So you can look at it as a pair of 4s and a pair of 9s.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, pair of 4s, pair of 9s.
Or the 7.
Yeah, because you have the 7, 8 shape, and then the pair of 9s. So if you draw a 6, you could discard the 8 or the 9. If you discard the 8, it would put you into a wait for the 4 mon or the 9 pin. If you discard the 9, it would put you into a wait for the 4 pin or another 7 pin.
Right.
But I don't know how. Yeah, there's 7 pins are live. The 4 pins, there's 1 missing. But sometimes you're waiting on tiles that just aren't great.
Right. Yeah, so you can con that. That's the 4.
You could, but then that red 5 you have wouldn't be useful. Because
Right.
if you con it, it's going to count as a triplet, and you won't be able to use it as, like, the sequence for the 3, 4, 5 that you have.
Right, right.
So it would break that. It also, since it was one that I dropped, wouldn't work for you, is like, you wouldn't have a Yaku again.
Right. Some garbage fucking tiles.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens. You just don't get Tenpai.
Got a 6 now.
The 6. So you have 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. A pair of 4s. You could get rid of like the 3 or the 6. Because you don't really need both. Whichever one you think is safer. I already dropped... Oh, no, I didn't. He dropped a 6, so the 6 is safe to drop against him. So, like, you won't deal in with it.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I would just skip it, because it's not going to do you any good.
脳天にゃ
So he had 2 different pairs that he was waiting on. Either a 5 mon or a 7 pin.
Right.
And now, after 4 rounds, we're in South 1. So, same thing with the East. Now the South is the round win. So it can be a Yaku for everyone. The East can be a Yaku for you. And the guy to your right, since he's the South seat, the South tiles will be a 2-Han triplet if he has them. But like, do you feel like you're getting it? You think?
Partially.
Partially. Like, I don't know. I'm not the best at explaining stuff, I don't think. But like, it's really, at its base, is not a super hard game to like get into.
Right.
And like, if you look at the Yaku thing, it'll tell you Minzenshin is going to be closed hand, so no calls.
Yeah.
The other ones where it doesn't say that, where it says like Seat Wind and Prevalent Wind and Dragons, is open hand, so you can make calls with those.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, the only difference is like it'll be one Han less. So if you had it with closed hand, you would get more points. And then also if you Reachy, that's also another Han. So kind of like a 2 Han minus, but a lot more speed. It just takes practice to like figure out exactly what you need.
Right. A fucking course.
What have you got here? Another one, since you're getting... What am I doing here? Since you're getting a bunch of pairs in your hand... Oh, that's a nice draw. I want to let you know that 7 pairs is also a Yaku. So you don't have to always get... Like, same with the 13 orphans that I told you about earlier. But 7 pairs is, like, way more obtainable. 13 orphans is, like, extremely rare.
Like, I don't really know, like, how to advance my game from here, right? So I've got 1, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 otherwise. Now I've got a 5, so I could have 3, 4, 5. Or
So-
4, 6.
So I would look at it as you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So it's 2 blocks, and then a little extra. I would probably hold on to the 7 for now. I think the 8 Mon is doing you the least good because it's not connected to anything. You have the 2 3s and then the 2 5s, but the 8's all on its own. Like, there's no tile connected to that block.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you draw the 4 Mon, for instance, you would have the 3, 4, 5, and then a 3 and a 5, which is also another block as well. So it would less likely to draw the second 4 that you would need in that case, but the 8's not doing you any good, you know?
Right.
So now you have the 2 there. You can consider dropping one of the 3s, and then instead of trying to complete a triplet with only 2 3 tiles left, you'd have the 1 and the 4, which is 8 tiles. I don't know how many are gone without looking. 1, 2, 3. So it'd be 5 instead of 2. It's still
Right.
more than double your chance of getting it.
Don't want that.
So now you can look at it as you get the 1, 2, 3, the 4, 5, 6. With that new 6, you have the 6, 7 shape. So maybe the 8-so or the 5 Mon. But yeah, the 8-so would probably be the better choice for what to get rid of.
Right.
He, who, meow, 10枚だけにゃ。
So now you have your 5 there as a triplet. Let's see.
Triplet, triplet, triplet. Let's still need one more.
I mean, the 8 so is not doing you any good. You could just get rid of it and hold on to the 5 mon triplet for now.
I need like a 8 of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last round through,
Yeah.
so it's just not going to happen.
にゃんぱい。
And so since I was the only one in Tenpai there, I get 1,000 points from each of the other 3 players.
Right.
Like, if 2 people are in Tenpai at the end, then it's 1,500 from one to another person.
Right, so I'm good here because I got 2 south.
Yes, because it's the south round. So you can pawn that 3rd south, or if you get lucky enough to draw it, then you have your Yaku, and you can make whatever call you want.
Right.
Which is pretty good. That's a pretty good hand from you.
Also got a pair. Get another pair here. Oh, you also have 2 south.
Yes, I do.
So that's not gonna happen because there's only 4.
Well, I do have the 2 6s. No, well, I have the 2 white dragons, so I would pawn the white dragon, and then I wouldn't discard the south, so I would hope I would see the 3rd one. And then I would hold the 6s as my pair.
Right, but that wouldn't happen now because
Right, well, I mean, typically you wouldn't know. So going on what you would see on the board and what you would know,
right.
you wouldn't expect this, especially not 3 draws in.
No, sure, yeah.
Those norths in your hand are also a Yaku, though, because you're in the north seat.
All right.
I probably would have done, since you had the 2 there, you know? Here, I'll give you one of these. I'll be nice.
Oh, look at that. On it. Be nice to you as well.
Oh, thank you. The 3's not a bad keep. I would consider the 3 Mon. Because, like, the 5 is, like, dead center. It's
Yeah.
a pretty easy tile to build something with. There you go. You got a triplet. So I wouldn't worry about those. The 5 pin is, like, doing you the least good.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted it, that's why.
Well, you know. But what you could do, looking at your hand, if you discard the 6 Mon, you're in Tenpai, right? Yeah, so then you'd be waiting on an 8 so or a north. So that's not too bad. I would typically want to go into
Oh, you dick.
Tenpai. I mean, there's situations where you don't, where like another choice will be worth a lot more as far as points go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't worry about that yet. You know, I would just get used to trying to put your hand together. Make sure you have a Yaku.
Right.
Hey, there you go.
Alright. Well, it's already 2 a.m. for me though, so I'm not gonna finish this game.
Oh god. Yeah, go then. That's fine.
Wait, where'd the bots go?
What do you mean? They're still there.
Oh, they left for me for a second.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't notice it. You can go ahead and go if you want, man. That's fine. I hope you have
Yeah, that
a
was nice. We can play another game at a bit more
more normal time for you.
Hi, man.
Yeah, but it has the tutorial thing on the right. It goes over everything probably way better than I do. But it's super easy to get into. Pretty fun game, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll play another one sometime soon.
All right, cool. I hope you have a good night, Dutchie.
Yep. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
Later.
Bye.
私が
Is what's his face going live? Could probably just raid him real fast. He's not live. All right, well.
Cringe, if only we could talk to Jack.
Ah,
10 years
why?
ago,
No,
like,
stop it. Stop it. I don't know if anybody else is there. I'm just gonna call it. It's been fun. Hopefully I'll rank up next time.